Hey everyone, the numbers are in for Aqua in Panama City Beach. I'm Craig Duran over at the Duran Group at Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices. I want to run through the market with you for the third quarter of 2024, show you a few pricing trends, then show you some activity specifically in Aqua. First of all, I want to show you I'm very, very excited about. A lot of you have used this system in the past. We lost it for a little while, but the software is back. This is of all the software, all the computer programs out there, this is by far the best way to keep up with accurate information about the price of real estate in any particular area. I've been doing this for 21 years. I've played with a lot of different software systems that are all tied to our Realtor MLS system. This is the one I've seen that's the most accurate and the best presentation. It looks really, really good on phones. So if you're ever waiting around for a doctor's appointment or whatever, it's a quick scan on your phone and you can see what's happening. It's really easy to digest. So this is a sample of what it looks like on the computer. It's much better looking when I have Aqua specifically set up, but you get the idea. What happens is these little tiles are presented. It'll show you if there's a price adjustment, whether it's down or up. It'll show you if it's new to the market. It'll also show if something sells, and will show you what that price looks like. Then from there, you can click on each individual tile for more details, and it'll tell you a little bit more here. If you want the full details or the map view, you can click there. You can sort of simply click on photos. Here, if you want to see the photos larger, you can click on a few bigger details and go there. So what a lot of people I work with ask for is to just send this to them once a week, once a month, whatever, however often you want to receive the information. And what will happen is the system will send you everything that's for sale, pending, has a price change, closes, and the accurate sales price. That's probably the most important feature of this. Or anything that's come off the market. So canceled listings, things like that. And the system will send it to you and will be updated from the last time it sent it to you. So if you want to see it every day, it'll send it to you every day. If you want to see it once a month, I can set it for once a month. And what's very nice about this is you can control exactly the information you want to see. So if you want to see everything in Aqua, for example, we can do that. If you only want to see the one bedroom floor plans, we can set it up for that. Food for thought, if you want to keep up with just all of the one bedroom floor plans across the beach, we could do it that way. I could set up the system to be only one bedrooms in newer buildings. I have a lot of control over what it is you may want to follow. So I use this a lot with buyers who are looking for specific, whatever their specific parameters are, whether it's a price range, we can set it by price range. We can set it by bedroom bath count. We can draw a map and just look for stuff in a certain area. So very, very powerful. Again, most people that own an Aqua just generally set it up for Aqua and their floor plan. But let me know if you haven't been set up in this system before and you would like to be. Give me a call or shoot me a text. Actually, text is best, 850-290-0417, and just text Aqua. We'll respond with what's your email address and how often you would like to be set up. We'll set you up. It will only send you that information. I'm not a spam emailer, so I I have too much email as it is. So if you'd like to be involved, set up in that, let me know. Okay, going to the market. If we start with our months of inventory number, you know I'm a big months of inventory fan. Remember March of 2023, we were at 1.37 months of inventory. Very, very hot seller's market. We've been slowing down. Remember, the higher the number goes, the slower the market essentially. We peaked at an incredibly high 32 months of inventory in July. Theoretically, that's going to take us almost 3 years to sell out of everything that's on the market for sale. Thankfully, we've recovered a little bit since then. But if you really look at this carefully and the trend of this line, we're still since April, May, when we were at 5.5 and 6, we're still up at 17 and 15. Now, If we continue to get better and better and better and better, that would be encouraging. But at the moment, still in the third quarter, we were at 32 months of inventory, 17 months of inventory, and 15 months of inventory. Over a year to sell out of the Gulf front market at the pace of current sales. So I have a few ideas on strategy. I'll talk about that at the end, about which way the market could be going. But let's look at the actual activity in Aqua for third quarter. I've got this organized by price. Spoiler alert. So there were 15 listings that appeared in the MLS system. Only one of those sold. Unit 708 sold for $605,000. One thing to pay attention to, and if I just scroll up like this pretty quick, look at anything in this red or this purple, expired or canceled. That means the seller was trying to sell and either the listing expired with the real estate office, meaning it's off the market, or the seller just said, hey, we're not going to try this anymore. So of those 15 listings for sale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 15 came off of the market. So if we edit this to only show what's active today, we have only one bedroom unit, 1608. It's asking 637. If we're getting hyper analytical, that's probably a nice opportunity for anyone selling a one bedroom right now. There isn't much competition. In the 04 and the 05 stacks, the middle two of the building, there are only 2 units for sale. Again, really not a lot of supply. Our bigger problem is demand right now, but only 2 units for sale. 2 bedroom units over on the 07 stack, the 11 stack. We're representing unit 1111, 825,000 as the ask. 834 is the ask on 1507. Then you get into one of the 3 bedrooms on towards the west side, asking 899. Another 11 stack down on the first floor, sort of a unique floor plan, asking 899. And then only one of the 01, 02, 03 stacks asking 1,090,000. Again, probably some opportunity here. We are seeing a lot of more activity in the $1 million and up price range across the beach. So anyone selling in that market, this could be an opportunity there with not much competition. If we're looking at price trends and where the market may head, let's look at history first. If I take the sold median sales price for condos in Panama City Beach that were built 2005 or later, so comparing sort of apples to apples with Aqua, the median sales price is 576 and it's drifted down to 449. A lot of depreciation. If we look at the average sales price, similar story, going from 599 down to 482. The average can be a little misleading, especially Aqua, which is a little more expensive building generally. The average is just the average of where people are spending their money. But the thing to pay attention to here is we've just seen, again, since March of 2023, depreciation in the market. If we focus on just the last 3 months, it's a big move down here. And going forward, I think I mentioned in the mailer, if you saw that, I have 2 ideas on where the market may be headed. And this is a good example. All these steep moves down. We've already seen, like you can see here, some substantial depreciation in the market in some buildings. The fundamentals of condo ownership have changed pretty dramatically in the last year and a half. It's more expensive to own, and revenues generally are lower. So for plenty of buyers, especially buyers who are looking for some cash flow or who it's important to have rental income, HOA fees have drifted up, insurance costs have drifted up. The assessments from structural integrity reserve studies across the beach have hit a lot of people, so they just sort of assume that that's happening in every building. And generally, rental revenues are down. So again, expenses up, revenue down. That means the cash flow is worse. It's more expensive to own a condo. The type of buyer who will spend more time here, either, a couple weeks, a month or more at a time, true second home buyers, are a little less affected by all this. I still think when the average prototypical buyer for a condo in Panama City Beach, although this may be changing some, still is very interested in looking what the rental revenue is like. Even if they don't need um, to try and get rich, so to speak, off of the cash flow, they want to make sure that the numbers work for them, whatever that looks like. And so if in the spring of 2025 buyers are going to be asking what the numbers look like from 2024, we can sort of take a look into the future and see, so far numbers have been about the same or maybe a little worse than 2023. And if that's the case, values for this real estate asset, should be about the same or maybe a little worse. If expenses have also gone up, that puts further pressure on pricing to move down so people can make numbers work. I do think of the two possibilities that the condo market can still get worse before it gets better, for sellers, for anybody who owns real estate. Buyers are sitting here, uh, eyes wide open, looking for some good purchases. Um, and I think the only thing you've heard me say this probably a number of times, but what I'd like people to understand who own real estate, if the plan is to get out sometime soon, then it's a critical time right now, because the market still could move down some more before it finds a foothold on the bottom. Once it finds the bottom, it doesn't mean it just pops right back up. And real estate generally has to find a bottom, then some things have to change in order for appreciation to start again. And generally it's slight appreciation before we really get momentum. And then it could be 10, 12, 15 years again before we see another one of these hot markets. We saw a hot market in 2004 and 5. We saw it again 2020, 21. So we could still see some depreciation, flattening, before we see slight appreciation again. And you're talking about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years potentially of figuring that all out, unless something changes. So if you're selling, wanting to sell soon, wanting to liquidate soon, selling sooner rather than later could be a very good thing for you, before prices fall even further. If we see a pickup in sales volume, sales has been very light. If we start to see more transactions, the price reductions could be even more dramatic. Right now, it's like the gears are stuck and we don't have a lot of sales. That could probably be good for owners at the moment, because that means the market isn't moving down quickly. It's sort of holding and trickling down somewhat. The more pace we see on sales, it could be a very quick move down for the condo market. Condos can move in price very quickly one way or the other. And if one or two owners in a building here or there move down dramatically, there's pressure on everything else to move down. And with that 15 months of inventory, there's still a lot of pressure on pricing. The other scenario I could see that could still happen, has to do with all these things that are coming to our area. All that land for Pier Park East and Top Golf right across the street from Aqua that's now cleared, obviously a good thing for value. The Dolly Parton amenity, great thing for value. 87-acre hospital, although that's a couple years away still, the talk of that, the more we start to see some dirt being moved out there, good thing for value. Not directly affecting Aqua, but the more we see national home builders investing up the 79 corridor, still a little ways out, but that marina that'll be coming over by Water Sound, a lot of things coming that can be exciting for the area, and that perception can help sustain or maybe even drive value again. But at the moment, the fundamentals of cash flow, especially for investors, whether it's a professional investor or the novice investor, are worse than they were 2 years ago, which means there could still be a drag on pricing. So keep an eye out for that. Again, the best way I know for you to keep an eye very easily and simply on the price of your unit is that system I showed you earlier. Again, give me a call, shoot me a text, 850-290-0417 if you want to be set up for that. And I'll be back at in 2025 for the fourth quarter market update. I can't believe I'm already saying something about next year. I hope this is informative for you. If you have any questions about the market or anything, our services, anytime, feel free to reach out. Again, I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Thanks for watching.